Cinematic adaptations of literary epics often find themselves at the crossroads of faithfulness to the source material and general audience accessibility. With the revelation of a PG-13 rating for Denis Villeneuve's much-anticipated Dune Part 2, the discourse around maintaining narrative intensity while ensuring broad appeal has once again come to the forefront. In this video, I'd like to discuss the decision for Dune Part 2's rating and consider whether or not certain elements from the latter half of Frank Herbert's novel, and most notably the hotly debated spice orgy scene, might be omitted or watered down for general audiences. Spoiler warning if you are unfamiliar with Frank Herbert's Dune. When it comes to the theatrical renditions of Frank Herbert's novel Dune, David Lynch's 1984 film had a PG-13 rating as well. Fast forward to 2021 to the first installment of Denis Villeneuve's two-part adaptation, and we again find a PG-13 rating, which is justified by sequences of strong violence, some disturbing images, and suggestive material. The rationale behind such a rating is evident. While a PG rating might dilute the essence of Herbert's intense inter-house conflicts, an R rating might restrict the movie's commercial success by alienating a significant portion of the audience below 18. This balance has worked favorably for Villeneuve's Dune Part 1, enabling the movie to maintain an appropriate level of depth and brutality in Herbert's world, while ensuring the film remains palatable for general audiences. The same PG-13 rating for the upcoming sequel suggests that the film will tread a similar path in terms of its portrayal of violence. In my opinion, based on what I've seen so far of Denis Villeneuve's interpretation of Frank Herbert's story, the director's PG-13 approach seems to be in keeping with the source material, as Frank Herbert himself didn't write in graphic details when it came to violence, even choosing to refrain from describing entire battle sequences. As such, many battles and deaths occur off the printed page, as Herbert instead decided to focus on the aftermath of these violent events. When it comes to how the violence and suggestive material was portrayed in Dune Part 1, I personally didn't feel that the cruelty or ferocity within the story was watered down. Rather, in certain moments, some viewers felt that steps were taken to exceed the brutality in Frank Herbert's writing. For example, in the scene where Baron Harkonnen has an audience with Dr. Yue after his assistance in their coup against House Atreides, the Baron decides as the traitor, Dr. Yue must be eliminated, and has his twisted mentat Piter de Vries deliver the killing blow as he stabs the doctor in the back. For Villeneuve's film, however, this was changed, as the Baron himself kills the doctor by beheading him with his own dinner knife. And while Dr. Yue's murder wasn't graphic, it was certainly an intense and brutal moment. Currently, Dune Part 2 is being hailed as an epic war film, but as it maintains the same PG-13 rating, it seems that they are attempting to preserve this delicate balance of barbaric intensity without exceeding that line into rated R territory. However, when staying true to the source material, the sequel faces another notable challenge: the depiction of the spice orgy following the Water of Life ceremony. As the story of Dune unfolds, this pivotal event occurs when Lady Jessica undergoes the transformation to become the new Reverend Mother for the Fremen, succeeding Mother Ramallo. There are several within the Dune fandom who are concerned that the ritual in Herbert's novel, which is central to the Fremen culture and to the story itself, might be watered down, so to speak, as they feel the scene contains explicit elements that don't align comfortably with a PG-13 rating. It is a significant moment in the story that emphasizes the Fremen's deep connection to the spice melange and its powerful effects, which incite a societal celebration brimming with raw emotions, wild dancing, and sexual activity. Being that the Fremen lead a harsh existence on the desert planet of Arrakis, they've little enough pleasure out of living. Therefore, in the midst of the endless fight for survival, the spice orgy is a fleeting moment of celebration and indulgence. However, it can also be said that the term orgy is understood with modern interpretations that may not fully align with the intention of the author. As described in the novel, this ceremonial event is called the Tao Orgy, Tao meaning that oneness of a Sietch community enhanced by spice diet, and especially the Tao Orgy of oneness elicited by drinking the Water of Life. The so-called Water of Life is an illuminating poison, also called an awareness spectrum narcotic, which is produced by a sandworm at the moment of its death by drowning. This lethal dose of concentrated spice is used as part of a ceremony for the religious order of the Fremen. When a Fremen Reverend Mother is nearing the end of her life, a Sayadina who has been appointed to replace her partakes in this ritual. The Sayadina ingests this poison and changes it within her body, rendering it non-lethal and fit for the rest of the tribe to consume. During this process, the Sayadina receives all of the previous Reverend Mother's knowledge and memories. For more information on this ritual, I'll leave a link in the description below to another one of my lore videos that covers this subject in greater detail. When the transformed water of life is then shared among the Fremen, they are transported into an elevated state of consciousness where their inhibitions are lowered and their latent prescient and telepathic abilities emerge. Amidst this heightened state, the Fremen experience a profound release of pent-up emotions. They indulge in wild dances and engage in sexual activity. However, these acts are not born out of mere hedonism. Instead, they represent the collective's emotional catharsis and a communal bonding experience that reinforces the oneness of their Siege community. If it helps, many fans have also come to think of this event as a rave. Regardless, understanding the spice orgy in Dune requires the reader to transcend contemporary associations with the term and delve into its contextual relevance within the Fremen culture. It symbolizes not just a release of inhibitions, but a deep spiritual and communal bonding, a reaffirmation of the tribe's unity, and a celebration of their profound connection to the spice melange. As long as Denis Villeneuve understands this, I believe that this scene can be adapted in a way that not only is in keeping with the story, but also in line with Frank Herbert's writing style in regards to these sexually suggestive elements, not watering them down, but also avoiding graphic depictions that could alienate audiences. Ultimately, Dune Part 2's PG-13 rating embodies the challenge of staying true to a beloved source material while catering to broader cinematic audiences. It's a balancing act of fidelity and accessibility, and as with the first installment, the sequel's success will hinge on its ability to navigate these delicate waters skillfully and artistically. Only time will tell how Villeneuve and his team will approach the spice orgy, and whether or not such intricate facets of Herbert's expansive universe will be adapted in a faithful yet tasteful manner. But I'm curious to know what you think of the concerns regarding the PG-13 rating and what it could mean for the Fremen spice orgy following the Water of Life ritual. Is there a way to portray the more suggestive and brutal elements of the novel faithfully that also falls within the standards for a PG-13 audience? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe for more Dune and other sci-fi and fantasy news and lore. And if you're looking for other ways to show your appreciation, you can check out my Patreon page, where members get access to exclusive perks. Thank you all so much for your support, and as always, have a very nerdy day.